Crusader Community Health breaks ground on its 6th clinic located at South Alpine and Linden Roads, expanding its access beyond Rockford. The more than 28,000 square foot clinic will allow open access to care for patients in South Rockford, Rochelle, Winnebago, Belvedere, and rural areas. Project officials say the new clinic will be similar in size to the medical space at Crusader West State and will include treatment like adult and family medicine, behavioral health, and pediatrics.
We continue to see more in the community. Last year we saw 64,300 individuals, which is about a 10% increase over the past several years. And really there's just more need in the community, and we want to be here being part of the solution to provide the necessary primary care for the community.